And this program now is in 18th year, and the increase in the number of applicants year by year, and also the improvement of the performance year by year really shows that this program is successful. The progress of medicine is most basically based on research. Today's presentation not only a competition among students, but also they provide students, share their accomplishment with their advisors, who provide very nice training guidance, and also to share with the university, which provide very nice environment for them to carry out the research. Thank you for your attention.
The first presenter, Yu Lu Cho, is third grade medical student, National Academy University. Her advisor is Jinhua Cai, professor in Graduate Institute of Microbiology, National Academy University. He's going to talk about the generally bispecific CD3, CD300A antibody applying for the depression of EBV-associated B-cell lymphoma.
We succeeded in immunizing the mice with CD3 and CD300A. So we need to first infuse the two clones of hybridomas into tetradomas. To further explain the concept of tetradoma, it is the hybridoma of two hybridomas. In the lower right side, we could see that there are 2% of double positive signals, which means about 2% of hybridomas successfully fused into tetradomas. So we made it to the step of tetradomas. In the future, we would like to culture a hybridoma and purify the bispecific antibody.
So my question is, would you like to comment on your bispecific combining CD3 and CD300A, the advantage of that over the current anti-CD20 therapy?
I think that in terms of specificity, bispecific antibody might be more specific.
Anti-PD-L1 immunotherapy can cause immune hyperactivation. So in our study, we focus on targeting PD-L1 immunotherapy. Why targeting PD-L1 immunotherapy will fail is because the overdosage of PD-L1 overexpression. So to verify whether PD-L1 overexpression leads to immune escaping, we will investigate the underlying mechanism of PD-L1 overexpression. Targeting interferon gamma receptor pathway may have severe side effects because interferon gamma involves in numerous normal immune responses.
How did you know that the PD-L1, because your system is very nice, the biochemical and also the in vitro system to show that. But if in the in vivo, the situation will be more complicated. So do you have any idea?
Our study for inhibiting the L17A, L17RA pathway can downregulate the PD-L1 to the level that
our target was microRNA exosome or exomium. As we can see from the right diagram, nearly half of the cases occurred in Asia. The other clinical outcome is progression-free survival, or PFS, and it refers to the length of time after the treatment that the patient lives with the disease but it does not reverse. We would like to extend our cohort size so that we can validate our conclusion by conducting the independent RT-qPCR.
Do you stratify or separate the new patient and that of the patient after treatment?
The exomium high expression disease, the tumor might be more sensitive or response to the treatment. So this can be the reason of the correlation of high expression and high.
Have you tried randomly separated your sample into two groups?
Since this year, we have collected all the samples I shown here.
How many are there?
84 of all existing patients and 103 of classic patients. So, combined with the cryo-EM structure from the previous study, we are able to prescribe the potential drug. In other words, to make the open state of TRPV1 become closed, or to avoid panic curve. That is, to make the closed gate hard to open the gate. And just slightly rotate the molecule form, and then we will get the most stable state of the ligand. This suggests that peptide may be able to interact with TRPV1.
My question is, do you need a real structure of the target protein, or just need the computational prediction of the structure to docking and decoy?
And it's just to mimic the real structure in the real condition. But the beginning sentence is just directly download from PDB and go into new molecular dynamics simulation. And then I use the structure from this simulation to do further docking.
This disease has become one of the most common spine degenerative disease in the elderly patient, with prevalence as high as 30 to 40%. As for the MRI parameters, I chose two kinds of representative parameters that has been commonly used in diagnosing lumbar spinal canal stenosis. These theories indicate that a spine degeneration is a dynamic degeneration. Our spine will become unstable, which turns into an instability phase. When a patient with the symptoms compatible with lumbar spinal canal stenosis encounter our clinic,
the clinical information, I think, is very, very important to integrate for this prediction. I would like to know, how about the earlier sign of the radiology finding in your prediction? Maybe that accuracy is low, but I would like to know your finding.
Early clues for us that the patient might be progressed to advanced lumbar spine degeneration when we see some disc degeneration on the lumbar spine radiograph, like vacuum disc or decreased disc cut.
I have the honor to chair the second section. The first speaker is my Jessamine Ten, and she is a 6th grade medical school student at National Taiwan University. And her topic is very interesting. It's COVID-19 mortality risk predict using a clinical risk model and a polygenic risk score.
Why there are currently no studies reporting the polygenic risk score of COVID-19? We need to stratify our population and exclude a lot of criteria that mismatch. So that it is approved by the UK Biobank and also Microsoft, as well as an agreement between the researchers. The limitation is our cohort is limited to the white British and also the middle-aged UK Biobank. In short, we have provided an algorithm for the COVID-19 mortality polygenic risk score model so that we will identify the high risk with the disease onset.
What would you do with the pathogen? Can you incorporate the reason or the different classification of the pathogen into your study?
Because in the long term of pandemic, we should need to find and identify a new drug target.
Is that you have now different COVID virus, you have variants, so in the future can it be possible to incorporate the different variant of the COVID-19 into your analysis?
Yes, we do. Yes, we are currently in the progress. We also stratify the patients with different mutations. The function of CAS can be divided into 4 aspects: soluble factor secretion, matrix remodeling. It's about the impairment of this MRC2 in cancer-associated fibroblasts, limited breast cancer growth and metastasis. The results show that some cytokines such as HGF, Saprin E1, BCAM1, VEGF, and Amprin was induced by MRC2 overexpression in the conditioned medium. in molecular mechanism, overexpression of MRC2 in CAF promote interleukin 6 and other cytokines production.
Do you have any hunch that this is on like a paracrine effect, or it's the evolution of the microenvironment?
Because the immune regulation and cellular interaction is important in tumor microenvironment. So we also hypothesize that maybe this may influence the effect of MRC2 in regulating tumor microenvironment. But most researchers think a combination of genetic factors and the environmental factors is involved. Glycosylation is an important post-translational modification in the ER and Golgi. If T cells are aberrant overactivation, it will lead to autoimmune disease. Therefore, we hypothesize that the Treg is expressing more glycans is related to its suppression functions on T count. So we isolate effector T cells from 2D2 mice, Treg cells from wild type and the mutant mice.
In the future, do you think it is possible to use the N-glycan as a therapeutic target?
This research started from 2001, and it says that the N-glycans, it first discovered that N-glycans on the Treg can impact EAE.
The first thing is that hydrolysis of ATP molecules are required for each round of paleolithic cycle, which results in supercoiled relaxation. In these cases, the size of recombinant proteins we're looking for is at 130 kilodalton. So here is a paradigm scale of motion that was based on a former kinetic and thermodynamic measure of the reaction of copaisomeresis. Previously, we simplified the NADP negative as indicated the cases of copaisomeresis.
Could you elaborate more clearly why your such a design still target to the topoisomers 2 beta, but can have the potential to avoid the cardiotoxicity and also the secondary cancer malignancy potential?
An idea is called rescue therapy by introducing catalytic inhibitors of human copaisomerase 2 beta to clinical use in combination with copaisomerase poisons.
Excellent award is Qiu Yuru. Outstanding award is Mao Jingwen.